So if you're wondering what it's like, what my happy mountain thing is, it's like right here. This close to the river, sitting on a rock. My feet would be dangling in the water. I have a sandwich and a book, and I just hang out and sit. This is what going to the mountains for me is all about, and that's what I love to do up here. Dad can fish, Chuck can fish. I just like being by the water. I love being by water, and it doesn't matter what it is. So this is where I love to be when I come to the mountains.
And here I am, and yeah, I've even got my prosthetic working today. There we are. And I'm walking around a mountain town. We're here in Idaho Springs, and we're going to be going and doing fun things here in Idaho Springs and try to get some good footage of, well, a Colorado town. We've talked about it, now we're going to show it. Okay, so we are here at the Idaho Springs Visitor Center and Historic Museum. This is definitely one stop that I would recommend people do when they come to Idaho Springs. The reason is because there is so much information here, and the gift shop's not that bad at all. Well, I'll show you a little bit of that later. But right now, we're waiting on Kris to go get us tickets so we can go in here to the museum and, well, show off a little bit of Colorado mining history. This is a minecart full of tunnel ore. This is underground ore. This has just come out of a mountain. And this particular piece has a borehole in it. That was done with hand steel. But this ore was donated by the Phoenix Mine, one of the few mining companies that is still active in Colorado. And if any of you folks watch the TV show Gold Rush, this is a very, very ancient version of exactly what they were doing on Gold Rush up in Alaska. This is called placer mining. This is where you'd grab the gravel and the dirt, and the pay dirt, you put it in the sluice and you'd wash it. And that would separate the gold from the rest of the ore, because the gold would be in free form. What the difference is that the hard rock mining, all of this ore needs to be crushed and the gold separated from the iron veins in the ore. And then it's washed and separated. There's some assayer's balances. And yes, miners use anemometers, and the reason is because they needed to know about airflow. Because if they could actually find airflow, that meant they were not going to die. And they won't walk into a space what they call dead air, where a miner would actually suffocate. And as Kris was talking about, the birdcage, well, these are birdcage candles. And that box would hold dynamite. And there's a little diorama of a gold mill. Oh no, take that back. That's not a gold mill, that's an elevator. That's the elevator shaft and an ore dump. Down here are little dioramas of what an inside of the mine might look like. Here's an ore cart from back in the day. And some fun little dioramas here. So there it is, folks. 10 years after the Eureka find in California in 1849, gold was discovered here in Idaho Springs in 1859, kicking off a gold rush here in Colorado. That even went down to the city of Denver, and we can talk about that and much more later. And we'll talk about Auraria. And this is how you got the ore out of here. Dioramas. Every visitor center in Colorado has dioramas.
We love them.
And bathrooms.
No, that's just
Oh, this is a Sayers equipment. You have a furnace to smelt and melt out the gold. And then you have collectors and crucibles and mortars and pestles to grind everything up to get it small enough to melt. Then you'd pour it out, and then you'd measure the remaining gold itself, the refined gold itself.
old unstable explosives. Don't go.
Yes, that is a grinding stone for ore. There's a large one farther into town, over on the west side of town. And that is a model of a 5-stamp mill. The full-scale version is sitting over in the Argo mine. We will not be going to look at that because I'm still having trouble with stairs. And here's all the blacksmithing tools that a miner would use, because you have to create tools to actually use, and repair tools that you actually need. And this is where they would do that. I don't know if you can see back in there, but that was usually a pattern after you drill into the wall, put the dynamite in, and then blast. So my sister told me that I have to come back in here into this little diorama area, or this little display area, and the reason is because rocks. I like rocks. I like rocks, I like crystals, I like minerals, I like all kinds of geological thingies, and this area is chock full of them. There's a big chunk of pyrite right there. There's galena. I always say it wrong. It's quartz. Hooray. Lots and lots of quartz. And the reason that's important is because where there's quartz, there's gold. Of course, now seeing quartz like this in Matrix, that's cool. Is that gypsum? Oh, more quartz. Okay. It's just spiky quartz. What else?
Pyrite.
Oh yeah, I mean there's tons of pyrite.
Turquoise.
Yeah.
Raw turquoise.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing that we definitely have here is raw turquoise. We've got a good amount of turquoise. That extends all the way down into northern New Mexico. And a little farther deeper into central Mexico as well, New Mexico as well. These are from the indigenous people that used to be in this area. These are from the people before us. Now, we have talked a little bit about some of the animals that live in the area. We talked briefly about the elk. The animals that mainly take or run around in this area are the bighorn sheep. We got an owl. I can't remember which owls are always here. That little guy is called a marmot. And you see those guys up way high in elevation. They run around the tundra area. And that beautiful one right there, that big, huge, white, fluffy animal there is a mountain goat. As you can see, mountain sheep, mountain goat. And yeah, I'm probably going to put background music to this face because, you know, Ram tough. Oh, yeah, okay. Alyce wants me to put CSU fight song. And of all the things, we didn't realize Idaho Springs has a castle. This is the back of the castle.
pretty that is. I think I found one of my new favorite spots in Colorado to hang out. Like this again, perfect spot. There's a rock right there. Sit on top of it with a sandwich, with this river behind. It is amazing. This is what I live for. This is privileged kid growing up with this. It's a hiking trail too, so you could go up. we're gonna come back for sure.
Because you can't come to Idaho Springs and not eat here. We're talking about getting our pizzas. We don't know what we're doing yet.
Right. Sharing or are we getting our own? Are we sharing or are we getting our own? Because that's important at this place because the crust is.
Well, okay. The thing is, I want a meat pizza.
Oh yeah.
I want the meats, and I want a sizable pizza. I don't want those little personal pan, whatever.
I can kill a medium pizza.
Well, yeah. So can I.
I can't. I'm trying to remember what we always got with Kat.
And you see this? That's the honey we're gonna put on the pizza bones. There she is. We've already taken our first pieces. This is the sausage hamburger combination mountain pie. Look at that crust. And then Kris got
Little Italy.
Little Italy. There it is. All right, more later. Okay, we are leaving. We are leaving Idaho Springs. We're fed, overly fed. It was a good trip. I think it was a good trip. I am very tired. I'm very sore right now. Did a lot more walking than I anticipated I would do, and I'm surprised about the amount that I did do. So I'm going to take a victory on that. And Alyce is tired, and
Tired, but good. It was a good day. It was a lot of fun.
and then Kris is driving because driving.
I was driving.
So
Margo, Jeff.
yeah, I know. I took a video of it earlier. Just for good measure. There it is again, everybody.
Yeah.
Argo Old Gold Mine and Mill. It's actually a good tour.
It really is. But it has a lot of stairs.
Yeah, there's a lot of up over there. And right now up is more difficult on me than I anticipated it was going to be. I was doing easier with the down for some reason. So, there we are. Anyway, we're going to go home now. We're going to go jump into traffic
Oh my.
on I-70 on a Sunday coming out of the mountains. I'll take video of that briefly just to show you what kind of fresh hell that is.
That's all year long. Not just
Yeah,
because summer. That is all the time.
Because we are
We're tourist state all year long. All
year-round
year.
tourist state.
Something to do
So-
every season.
Yep. So, but we are grateful for those that come to Colorado and to visit us, because otherwise, it'd be kind of dull. We'd be like,
Just another state.
Just another state, yeah.
I want to share it. So.
oh yeah. Yeah, I know Alaska's cool too. Yes, I know. Anyway.
It's like this, but on steroids.
Yeah,
right? It's
yeah.
huge.
They're bigger. We get it.
Yeah.
We get it. And they have gold too. More of it.
Yeah.
We get that too. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna get on the highway now, and
This is closer.
I'm probably, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'm gonna keep my leg off. I'm gonna prop up my leg. I'm gonna prop up my left leg, what's left of it, and yeah. So here we go. We are now getting ready to get onto the on-ramp of I-70. Wait for it. Wait for it.
It's actually not too terrible.
It's better than it was earlier.
It's better than it was before, for sure.
This was solid when we came back down the mountain back into Idaho Springs from Hidden Lake, or from Echo Lake, sorry. And
Yeah.
Yeah, here we are.
So it's moving a little bit better now. Gotta pick my victim.
And Kris is driving like she grew up here in the mountains.
Because I did.
So anyway, there we are. Not as bad as advertised. Hi, everybody, and thank you much for joining us with this episode. My first foray out into the mountains with my prosthetic. So I'm actually very proud of that. I'm very proud of how everything went down. I'm very happy indeed. I was very sore afterwards. I didn't really walk that much, but what I did, I'm paying for. I'm paying for. Oh, I'm sore. Anyway, Idaho Springs is a fantastic place to go. Honestly, it's one of the first places that I would personally take any visitor to Colorado for the first time. And the reason is because Idaho Springs, I feel, gives a good cross-section of mountain, urban, and regular folk on who we are as far as who is Colorado. I will always take people there. Also, I'm a big fan of the mining industry in Colorado, so that's a great place to do that with the Argo Mill and gold mine. Unfortunately, when I get stronger, we will do that, and I will do a video for that. But also, I will not deny anybody going to Bojo's Pizza for lunch. It's a Colorado tradition, and I believe that everyone should go and enjoy a mountain pie. So, thanks a lot for joining us. Thank you for coming along with us, and hopefully here in a couple weeks, we'll be going out to Georgetown. But this coming Friday, as of this recording, I will be going to Fan Expo. Yes, what was Comic-Con is now Fan Expo Denver, and I will be going to that with my daughter and my wife, and we'll be going and enjoying a whole lot of fandom. So please join us for that. Anyway, thanks for coming along with me. Don't forget to hit that like, hit subscribe so you can always see more and you never miss anything new coming up. All right, thanks, folks.